Men over 50, I need to be completely honest with you. Most of the zinc pills you've been taking for your energy, confidence, and performance are doing almost nothing. In fact, they may be silently wasting your time and money. The truth is, as we age, our bodies stop absorbing synthetic zinc the way they used to. So, even if you're swallowing those pills every day, your cells are still starving for what truly keeps you strong, vibrant, and responsive. But tonight, I'm going to show you a natural way to bring that spark back without a single pill. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men rebuild their vitality naturally. I've seen thousands of men in their 50s, 60s, even 70s rediscover their strength and passion, not through prescriptions or supplements, but by working with the body's own wisdom. Here's the paradox. Most men think they need more zinc, but what they really need is better zinc, the kind your body can actually absorb and use. And nature, not a laboratory, already provides it. 2 simple nuts available in every grocery store. Hold the secret that pills never could. Stay with me, because in just a few minutes, I'll reveal these 2 powerful nuts, how to eat them before bed, and why this simple nightly ritual can naturally restore your energy, confidence, and intimate vitality. And later I'll share 3 bonus doctor tips that can double their effect, so don't go anywhere. This may change the way you think about men's health forever. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, take a second to click that button and turn on the bell icon so you'll never miss another simple science-backed tip to help men over 50 feel strong, confident, and alive again. And if you're ready to reclaim your vitality naturally, type 1 in the comments. If you're still unsure, type 0, and tell me what you'd like me to explain better next time. Now, let's get straight into it. Before we talk about the 2 powerful nuts that can help restore your vitality, we need to understand why so many men over 50 struggle even after taking zinc pills. Because unless you fix this hidden problem first, nothing else will truly work. 1. Why zinc pills fail most men over 50. I've had countless men sit across from me in my office, frustration written all over their faces. They tell me, "Doc, I've been taking zinc every single day, just like the bottle says, but nothing's changing. I still feel tired, my drive is fading, and my energy just isn't there." And I always tell them, what you're feeling isn't in your head, it's real. The problem isn't you. The problem is how your body processes zinc as you age. You see, zinc is one of the most essential minerals for a man's health. It supports testosterone production, muscle maintenance, mental clarity, and even that vital spark of physical connection. But after 50, your digestive system changes. The stomach acid that once broke down minerals easily now weakens. Enzymes slow down. And the gut lining, the part responsible for absorbing nutrients, starts to lose its efficiency. So even when you're taking high-quality supplements, only a fraction of that zinc ever reaches your bloodstream. The rest simply passes through unused and wasted. On top of that, certain medications that many older men take, like those for heartburn, blood pressure, or cholesterol, can make zinc absorption even harder. It's no wonder so many of my patients feel stuck doing everything right, but seeing no improvement. Here's what makes it even more frustrating. The body doesn't just need zinc, it needs it in harmony with other minerals like magnesium and healthy fats to actually use it effectively. Synthetic pills can't mimic that natural balance. They deliver one piece of the puzzle without the rest. That's why your energy stays low, your mood feels flat, and your body struggles to respond. You're feeding it the right nutrient, but in the wrong form. And that's exactly where nature steps in, with a far more powerful absorbable solution hidden inside 2 simple everyday nuts. Now, let me show you why these natural sources can do what pills never could, and how your body responds almost instantly when you start giving it zinc the way nature intended. 2. The truth about nutrient absorption after 60. When I turned 50 myself, I started to understand something I had only read in medical textbooks before: how the body quietly changes with age. You don't notice it at first. You still feel strong. You eat well. You take your supplements. But somewhere along the way, your energy starts to dip. You wake up feeling less refreshed. Meals sit heavier in your stomach, and your body just doesn't seem to bounce back like it used to. That's when I realized it's not just about what we eat, it's about what our body can actually use. After 60, the entire digestive system slows down. The stomach produces less acid, the pancreas releases fewer enzymes, and the lining of the intestines, the part that absorbs nutrients into the bloodstream, becomes less active. Think of it like an old sponge. When it was new, it soaked up every drop of water instantly. But over time, it hardens a bit. And even when you pour water on it, most of it just runs off. That's what happens to your gut with age. You may be eating nutrient-rich foods, even taking expensive vitamins, but your body isn't absorbing them the way it once did. This explains why many men tell me, "Doc, I eat healthy. I do everything right. Why do I still feel tired?" Because the issue isn't lack of effort, it's lack of absorption. The nutrients simply aren't reaching the cells that need the most, especially those responsible for energy, hormone production, and circulation. But here's the hopeful part: your body can still absorb nutrients deeply, it just needs the right form. Whole foods, especially those rich in natural minerals, fats, and plant compounds, deliver nutrients in a way your cells understand. They come with the natural coactors your body uses to recognize and absorb them. And two humble nuts stand out above the rest. They're nature's way of giving you minerals your gut still knows how to use even after 60. Let's talk about the first one. The creamy, powerful nut that can gently restore your body's natural balance from the inside out. 3. The first miracle nut. Cashews. The first time I began recommending cashews to my older patients, many of them looked at me with disbelief. "Doc, you mean the same nuts I toss in my trail mix?" They'd laugh. But within weeks, those same men would return saying something had shifted. They were sleeping better. Their energy felt steadier, and they noticed a quiet spark returning that they hadn't felt in years. And that's when I'd smile and say, that's the power of real nutrition. Cashews may look ordinary, but inside each creamy crescent-shaped nut lies a wealth of nutrients that directly support a man's vitality. They're one of the richest natural sources of bioavailable zinc, the kind your body recognizes instantly. Unlike synthetic zinc from pills, the zinc in cashews is surrounded by natural coactors, magnesium, healthy fats, and plant compounds that help it travel effortlessly through your digestive system and into your cells. Magnesium in particular is a silent hero for men over 50. It helps your blood vessels relax, supports testosterone production, and even calms your nervous system to promote deeper sleep. Combine that with zinc's ability to stimulate hormone balance and cellular repair, and you have a natural food-based formula for supporting your masculine vitality from the inside out. I often tell my patients to think of cashews not as a snack, but as a nightly tool for healing. Eating a small handful before bed feeds your body exactly what it craves during its nighttime repair phase. That's when testosterone is naturally produced, and your body works hardest to rebuild tissues, regulate mood, and restore energy. And what's fascinating is this: men who stay consistent with this habit often describe feeling more centered, calm, and confident, not because of some miracle cure, but because their body is finally getting the nourishment it's been missing for years. But if cashews are the quiet builders of inner strength, the next nut is the fuel that gets your blood flowing again. the one that supports circulation, heart health, and the vitality that defines a man's energy at any age. 4. The second vitality nut, walnuts. If cashews are the builders of inner strength, then walnuts are the spark that brings that strength to life. I often tell my patients that walnuts are not just food for the brain, they're food for the entire circulatory system, the very network that determines how alive and energetic you feel as a man. I remember one of my longtime patients, David, who was 72. He'd been feeling sluggish, not only in his energy, but also in his confidence. When I suggested he add a small handful of walnuts to his nightly routine, he raised an eyebrow and said, "Doc, can a few nuts really make that kind of difference?" 3 weeks later, his smile answered the question better than words ever could. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid or ALA. These healthy fats are known to support heart function, reduce inflammation, and improve the flexibility of blood vessels. When your blood vessels are relaxed and responsive, your circulation improves dramatically, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach every cell in your body, including the ones responsible for your vitality and performance. It's no coincidence that men with better circulation often report feeling stronger, more energetic, and more confident. But there's more. Walnuts are also packed with polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that protect the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium. When your endothelial cells are healthy, your body can produce nitric oxide more efficiently, which is the key to proper blood flow. This process supports not just your heart, but your intimate responsiveness as well. I've seen it time and again. Men who make walnuts part of their nightly ritual often experience a renewed sense of vitality. Their skin glows, their energy feels steadier, and they describe a kind of inner warmth that pills could never replicate. So, if cashews lay the foundation by feeding your hormones, walnuts ignite the circulation that carries that power through your entire body. And when you eat them at the right time, at night, the magic of timing amplifies their effect in ways most men have never imagined. Why eating them at night matters. There's a reason I always tell my patients to enjoy these 2 nuts before bed, not in the morning or afternoon. Your body has its own natural rhythm, a quiet, powerful schedule of repair that takes place while you sleep. And when you understand how to work with that rhythm, you stop fighting against your biology and start healing with it. I've seen men in their 60s and 70s transform their nights simply by changing when they eat, not just what they eat. During the night, while you rest, your body isn't idle. It's busy rebuilding, balancing hormones and repairing tissues. Testosterone, for example, is produced primarily while you sleep, especially in the early REM cycles. If your body doesn't have the right nutrients available at that time, it can't create the hormones that fuel your vitality, confidence, and mood. That's why timing matters so much. When you eat cashews and walnuts before bed, you're giving your body the exact materials it needs: zinc, magnesium, and omega-3 right when it's ready to use them most efficiently. These nutrients quietly enter your bloodstream as you fall asleep, supporting everything from hormone production to circulation and cellular repair. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and encourages deep restorative rest. Omega-3 reduce inflammation and improve blood vessel function overnight. Zinc supports testosterone production and tissue healing. Together they create the perfect internal environment for your body to recharge at the deepest level. I often compare it to fueling a car right before a long overnight drive. You wouldn't expect to reach your destination if you started the journey on an empty tank. The same goes for your body. By nourishing it before bed, you're ensuring it has what it needs to restore strength while you sleep. And when you combine that nightly rhythm with a simple structured habit, the results can be truly life-changing. In fact, there's a 5-minute ritual I teach my patients that maximizes everything these nuts have to offer. And it's something every man over 50 can easily start tonight. 6. The 5-minute nighttime ritual. Over the years, I found that most men don't need complicated routines or expensive treatments. They just need a simple, consistent ritual they can actually stick with. That's why I created what I call the 5-minute nighttime ritual. It's something so easy that any man can do it, yet powerful enough to quietly reshape how his body feels and functions. I remember an older gentleman, Robert, who was 74 when he came to see me. He tried everything: supplements, protein shakes, even herbal blends, but nothing made him feel like himself again. When I showed him this ritual, he smiled and said, "That's it." I told him that's all it takes. 3 weeks later, he walked back into my office with a spark in his eyes I hadn't seen before. Here's how simple it is. About 30 minutes before bed, take 1 ounce in total, half a handful of cashews, and half a handful of walnuts, roughly 28 to 30 grams combined. If you want to go a step further, soak them in warm water for about 2 hours before eating. It softens them, improves digestion, and helps your body absorb the nutrients more efficiently. Then sit down, take a slow breath, and enjoy them. Don't rush. Let this become a calm, mindful moment to end your day. You can even pair it with a small glass of unsweetened almond milk to add a bit more magnesium and enhance relaxation. This small act tells your body it's time to shift from activity to restoration. And when you stay consistent, something beautiful begins to happen. Your sleep deepens, your mornings feel lighter, and your energy starts to build instead of fade. It's not a miracle, it's biology responding to rhythm, nourishment, and care. And when that rhythm takes hold, you begin to feel a kind of confidence that can't come from a pill bottle. Because the real transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional, and that's exactly what the next part of this journey is all about. 7. The emotional payoff. Reclaiming your masculine energy. There's something powerful that happens when a man starts to feel like himself again. I've seen it countless times. His posture changes, his eyes brighten, and his voice carries a quiet confidence that no supplement could ever give. When your body begins to respond again, it's not just about stronger mornings or better performance. It's about waking up each day with a sense of control, peace, and pride in who you are. I've had men in their 70s tell me, "Doc, I didn't realize how much of myself I'd lost until I started feeling alive again." That's not just physical healing. That's emotional renewal. As we age, society tells us to expect decline, to accept that fatigue, low drive, or loss of confidence are simply part of getting older. But that's a lie I refuse to let my patients believe. You are not meant to fade. You are meant to evolve. And when you feed your body what it needs, minerals that restore balance, fats that repair your cells, habits that honor your rhythms, you rediscover the energy and drive that have always been inside you. They were never gone, just buried under stress, poor nutrition, and neglect. Every time you follow this nightly ritual, those few quiet minutes with your handful of cashews and walnuts, you're not just nourishing your body, you're sending yourself a message that you still care about your health, your strength, your connection, and your future. That message, repeated nightly, builds something bigger than energy. It builds confidence, resilience, and peace.
I've watched men reclaim their spark and rebuild their marriages, rediscover passions, and even feel decades younger, simply because they chose consistency over complexity. And now, as we close this journey together, I want to show you exactly how to make this transformation your own, how to start tonight, step by step, and wake up tomorrow, feeling more alive, more confident, and more powerful than you've felt in years. 8. Conclusion. Your new beginning starts tonight. Men over 50, I want you to remember this. Your best years are not behind you. They're waiting just ahead, and they begin the moment you decide to take care of yourself differently. Forget the endless bottles of pills and quick fixes that promise results, but leave you feeling the same. Your body doesn't need more chemicals. It needs real nourishment, consistency, and a bit of patience. Cashews and walnuts may seem simple, but together they hold the power to restore what age has quietly taken: your energy, your balance, and your confidence. You've learned why zinc pills fail, how absorption changes after 60, and how nature gives you everything you need in 2 small handfuls. You've discovered the importance of timing, the rhythm of your body at night, and the simple 5-minute ritual that brings all of this together. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming vitality on your own terms.
So tonight before bed, take that small handful of nuts and remind yourself you're investing in your strength, your spirit, and your future. Because true vitality isn't lost with age, it's rebuilt with wisdom. And it starts with a single choice made tonight.